Okay, good morning, afternoon, evening, whatever it might be for you. Today I have decided I'm going to film a little everything I've crocheted / knitted, and by knitted I mean a singular item, since I have learned how to crochet. So get a drink, get a snack, and let's get into it. So I'm gonna begin by just talking about how I got into crocheting and how long I've been crocheting, all of that. So my flatmate Holly, who is one of my best friends, has actually been crocheting for quite some time now, and she was talking about teaching some of us in our friend group, and I was like, that sounds fun. And so we did that around the first week of October or the last week of September ish, and then after I'd made like 2 granny squares, I decided I knew enough to be able to make an entire sweater, because who am I if not overly ambitious? So I got into making my first project, which at the time, this is when on crochet TikTok, the granny square cardigans were blowing up, absolutely going off. So many people with so many different tutorials. There were ones that were hoodies. This one obviously is supposed to be like a little pullover. I think this is one of the more famous tutorials that ended up getting posted, and it's actually quite simple. It's just granny hexagons and then granny stitches for a million rows, and I highly recommend. Everyone was using the Karen cakes for this pattern, but me and Holly, when we decided that we were gonna make this, obviously we're in the UK, so Karen cakes aren't available at like Hobbycraft and things like that, and so I've never actually seen one outside of like Michael's and that sort of thing in the States. So I changed colors every single row. Every single row. And the amount of ends I had to fucking weave in, obscene. It took me so long to actually finish this project. I say that, I hyperfixated on it, and I finished it in a week. Oops. I don't wear it too much because it is a quite hefty yarn. It is acrylic, but it is from Hobbycraft. I wear it too often, just because it is again quite heavy, and it's a bit holey. Do you see? So like the wind, when you wear it, the wind would blow straight through, and so you have to wear something underneath. But I really enjoyed this project. It was so fun. I don't recommend it as a good first project for anybody, because it is a bit disheartening in the fact that it takes quite a while, because once you finish one panel you have to obviously make another, and then once you connect them you have to like still do quite a lot of sewing and crocheting. It is still quite a fun project. I'd recommend it for somebody who definitely has the time put aside for a project like this. I did just because there were strikes that week, but I don't know. It's a fun first story in terms of like my first proper crochet project. Oh, I totally forgot. The first thing I actually ever made, they're these little amigurumi. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I don't think I've ever actually properly known how to say that. This octopus is the first thing I ever crocheted. I put really comically large eyeballs on it just because I thought that'd be funny, and so I did that. But this is the first thing Holly ever taught me to make, and it was really cute. It was very fun. And then I learned how to do stingrays, and I made a couple of these. There's not much to them. If you just search like crochet stingray or crochet octopus on YouTube, it's just whatever those tutorials are. Then another like first like week project was these daisy granny squares, and I got this brown, a white, a yellow, and a sage green, and I alternated like all the different colors. It's a fairly easy pattern. I think I saw it on TikTok. This is actually one that I've sewn up some of the panels for. Let's get a nice, you can see the times I fucked up the pattern and all of the different tension. The back. And granny squares are not for the week either because they have so many ends to weave in. It's quite a lot. Oh, I still have a needle attached to this. That's cute. But I was thinking I could probably make a tote bag with the number of them that I've made. Got a little bag full of them. I'm trying to go through this mildly chronologically just to make it a bit easier on my memory. My next big project that I decided to work on was actually my absolute favorite of everything that I made ever. It is so cute. I can link in the description the YouTube video that I followed for it. I didn't directly follow absolutely everything word for word. I'll be honest, this was also quite a ballsy project for somebody. It's their second large project. But it wasn't that difficult. It's a panel sweater. So it's 4 large panels and then you connect them. Very, very easy tutorial to follow. You can do it however many colors. The one that I was following changed every single row and I just decided I didn't want to do that. And I'd seen on Pinterest like this color set and I just also love green. So I decided, yeah, might as well make a sweater that I'm gonna wear a bunch, and I wear it all the time. I wear it like on like a weekly basis. It's quite nice. And it also, the yarn that I got, so like if you do live in Edinburgh, my yarn recommendation for you is to shop at the Pound Savers on Nicholson Street, because when I tell you that they're $1.69 a ball of yarn, 100-gram ball, that is the same exact brand as the one that's in the Edinburgh fabric store, which are sold for $2.30 for the same weight. So this sweater took me maybe like 4 or 5 balls of yarn altogether. So it did not even cost me £10 to make, and it's so cute. Like, tell me this is not so adorable. I love wearing it. It goes with like everything. It's perfect colors, and it is a pattern that I've used multiple times since then. I will insert a picture for one of my friends for her birthday / I was gonna originally make it for her like over Christmas break, and then it was gonna be like she was gonna pay me for it, but then I didn't sew the ends in until her birthday, so we ended up waiting until her birthday, and then it was a birthday present. You're so welcome, Amy. I feel like I've made way more stuff. I don't know. Maybe I didn't crochet as much last semester as I thought I had. Anyways, next we're more or less getting to December, and when I went home for winter break back to Chicago, I went yarn shopping and got a bunch of yarn, and so I started a bunch of projects. However, most of them were for family members, and thus I only have some videos that I took before I left home. So first I'm going to talk about a blanket that I made for my sister. It is absolutely gorgeous. I used the Karen Big Cakes, I don't remember the colorway, but I could figure it out, and it's like one of the really distinct colorways. It's like the rainbow one. It's a bit more autumnal, I guess, in the way that the colors are, but I made this for my sister because I was originally asking my family members like what they wanted crocheted, for Christmas time, and also just like in general if they wanted any projects done while I was, you know, not doing anything while I was home. And my sister originally wanted a sweater, and I was gonna make her like a blue and white, sort of like that, striped one. And then when we were in Michael's, my lovely sister turns around to me and goes, "Hey Maddie, could you make me a blanket instead?" I think everyone who crochets or knits just experienced what I experienced in the store when she went from a sweater, already probably a 30-hour project at least, and only because I've made several of the pattern would I be able to do it quite quickly, or a blanket, which is probably going to be at least 80 hours of work. Mind you, I only had 2 weeks left in the States at this point. I was like, girl, if you wanted a blanket, you should have asked me 2 weeks ago when I first got home, and so then I could have started on it. And then, yeah, because that's a big ask, and that's a very different budget, amount of yarn, a lot of things. And I was like, yeah, okay, I guess. I don't know how to make, in theory, I know how to make a blanket. So I was like, yeah, totally, I can make a blanket, sure. But you're paying for the yarn. I ended up using 4 on the finished one. And I'll put in some pictures and videos on the side. I'll probably have them before now. But I used an alpine stitch, which I learned for this specific blanket because I wanted it to be a little bit fun. Next, we have a sweater that I made with, I have no idea, I think it might be like Red Heart or Lion. It was at Joanne, and it's the big mandala cakes. And so I did that and made a sweater that was a top-down like yoke sweater, a raglan, if you will. And it was a color-changing yarn that was around 1,200 yards in the one cake. And so it ended up being like 1,400 that I actually used, and so I used a bit of another one. I will put some videos and clips up. I made it for my mom, so she's kept it. But it was really fun. I quite enjoyed the pattern. There are a couple things I would do differently. I, again, can make the link for the pattern of that one in the bio in case you want to follow it. It was quite easy. And I really enjoyed making it. It worked up quite quickly. And I like the length of the sleeves. I feel like the proportions were quite good, but I did go off of the pattern somewhat. It was kind of eyeballing it. And then I had to remember what I did on the other sleeve, and that's always not fun. Never fun, having to remember what you did on one side to the other side. Next we have, did I start this when I was in the States? When did I start this? Ooh, I started this. This is actually something I was working on for, wow. Alongside these two, when I finished this one, my best friend Kiara was like, I want one right now. And I was like, okay, I'll make you one. It's still a work in progress. The people you love the most wait the longest to receive a crochet item, in my opinion. That's my philosophy, at least. That, or I just don't enjoy making these granny square hexagon patterns. So again, you will see on this bad boy what my other one looked like, except I have sewn in the ends on the inside of the hexagon for this one. But this shows you I had to add on 10 rows on the inside. I can actually show you it deconstructed, which is kind of fun and cool. So this is what one side looks like. And how you do it is it's this main base hexagon, and the hexagon ends at this white strip down, and this white strips down, and then it folds to be the arm, and then you need to add in the rows here that decrease and then have the cuff. And then on this side obviously not connected because this is gonna go like on one half of your body like that. You need to add some rows to the inside just to add some space there. You see all of these ends that I need to, oh wait, no I didn't. Yeah, you can see. Ends galore. She'll get it eventually, maybe for her birthday this next year. Her birthday's in October. Lol. Yeah. I think if I were ever to make this pattern again, I would definitely use a color changing yarn. Otherwise, I would not contemplate making it again because sewing in the ends is just so unbelievably annoying. Granted, I could have made the process easier by doing better knots or less ends or literally any other color changing method that would have saved me all of this. Oh yeah, so I made my girlfriend a really cool, you probably, if you're on Crochet Pinterest a lot, you'll have seen this pattern before. It's the like eyeball in the middle and then it's like earth tones, except I made this in blue because my flatmate Holly made one, and then Ruby, my girlfriend, was like, oh my god, I love it, I need one right now. Me being me, I was like, I can make you one, I got you. And so I did that over winter break with a bunch of different scrap yarn, and that was quite fun. I don't love how it ended up laying, but she says she loves it, so I'm happy. So another I was in America and I got too much yarn story is this sweater here, which close up, can you see how that looks? This is not what the yarn looks like. This is just yarn I used to sew together. Hey, you can see my eye bags. They're so bad. I've had a really bad sleep schedule, but hopefully you can see how fuzzy it is. It is so soft, incredible. This is the Karen Cloud Cake. I've been totally done with this since January. I just need to sew it the fuck together so I can give it to my girlfriend and then make another, because I'm gonna try and weasel two sweaters out of 3 cloud cakes because I only bought 3. Next we have this cutesy little, another one that I can like link the YouTube video for. So I've not sewn the very start tail back in yet, but here you can see it is a, I think the tutorial calls it like a fisherman's cap beanie. So I made one of these for my girlfriend. Looks like this. And this is the first knitted project that I've done in years, since I was probably like 12 or 13, because I used to knit actually quite a lot, which is kind of crazy, kind of funny. But it was really fun doing that again and remembering how it did take a substantial amount of time comparatively. I probably could have made at least a panel and a half of one of these sweaters. So, and then the last project is my current whip that I have not touched also in a bajillion weeks. Why is there so much yarn coming off of this shit? Okay, so I've started a ripple sweater. I'm not sure which of these, where? Okay, this is the one that's actually attached. So it looks like this. This is gonna be the front or the back, I don't know, one of the two. And I'm just working it up slowly. It is the same yarn that I used in this project and this project. Just more of that 169 acrylic yarn from Pound Savers. But I really like greens and creams, and I also just have seen a couple of these sorts of ones on Pinterest and Instagram and TikTok, and so I thought I would make one because might as well. yeah. Okay, so I filmed my little video. I got a new microphone. We'll see if we like it or not. I'm not totally convinced at this moment in time if it was in fact good or not. I did pay like 26 bucks for it, and they're like rechargeable and whatnot. But I'm a bit skeptical on the quality because it's like a bit mid. Anyways, the reason that I need to add to this video is because, as per usual, school got the best of me, and I've been sitting with 30 minutes of video where I've edited like 10 minutes of it already. But I have a bunch more to edit, and then finals happened, and then I went to Spain, and then next week I'm going back home, and then I'm coming back 2 weeks later, and then I need a job, and it's just like blah, 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 you know? So I haven't really touched this video, but given that it has been a hot minute, I've actually finished quite a few projects, so I do need to update this video of like everything that I've crocheted since learning to crochet, which is quite funny. So first, we have this top that I made last week when I was waiting to go to the airport to go to Spain. This is Passionate Kelsey's Lily top. I think I made a size medium, but I did change up the I was gonna say recipe. I've been baking all day. The pattern. I've changed the pattern a little bit, even with the first one that I made, and then I've made several iterations that are mildly inspired by that, and then also some other tops in general. So I'll just take you through those as fast as I humanly can, and then I'm gonna go and edit this video on my computer so that I can upload it. And then I also have a vlog from while I was in Spain, because that was my first time solo traveling, and it was really, really fun. So I have that coming up. I've also got like several videos that I've filmed during the school year that I've just never touched or edited. I've like not even put the media into my computer yet, so I need to do that. I'm not totally sure at this point if I'm going to backlog all of those videos and actually edit them, or if I'm just going to like let it go. I kind of need to evaluate what I actually filmed because I don't remember. Like, there are like at least 2 vlogs that I started, and then 1 crochet vlog that I did that I've not touched. So those are in the works, question mark. I'm hoping to post a lot more this summer. I've just started my Instagram account, which I'll just like put over there, for crochet, because I do want to start selling items, and maybe patterns, but probably just items. It's not really going to be like a huge operation. It'll just be like a fun little side hustle moment, if you will. And I do plan on having them be decently priced. They'll be shipping to at least the US and the UK. I'll have to see about further international shipping just because I know nothing about it. So we'll see. But at this point, by the time I'm uploading this, hopefully I have a couple of posts up on my Instagram. I literally made it yesterday, so it is brand fresh new. Go follow it if you want more crochet content or anything of the sort. And now we will get further into things that I've made. So this top is the Lilith top by, oh god, I don't remember her YouTube channel. I'll put the link in the description though, so that you can go and look and make it, because it is so cute. I've still not actually tried it on. I will before I put this video up, and I'll put a picture. I don't know if it'll be the right size just because I kind of like YOLO'd it, and did what she did, except a little bit different. So I don't know. I need to sew the ends in, but otherwise it looks really, really cute. It did take a hot fat minute to make just because it is quite intricate, but I was having to follow like the video step by step exactly because it's a lot of, as you can see, quite intricate lace-like crochet stitches, and I didn't know any of them already really, so I was having to go like back and forth quite a lot. Then we have a bajillion little tops because I'm now in love with making little tops, and they're one of the main things that I want to sell. So this is exactly the same as what I'm wearing. I think the straps are a little bit longer. So either this one is going to be mine or this one is going to be mine, and the other is going to be for my girlfriend because she wants one as well, which fair enough. They are so cute. And this is like exactly following, or close to exactly following, the Passionate Kelsey lily top tutorial. Then we have this one, which is another little tutorial moment. It doesn't look like a huge amount. This is technically a whip at the moment because it is like half, it's most of the way done. I think I'm like nearly finished with it. So it goes, oh, when I do it like that, that like looks like way, okay. Yeah, no, I'm probably done, to be completely honest. This is again for my girlfriend because the original size of the creator that like made it will not fit me. I realized that after I finished the front. This is the Lyra top, and again I will link it in the description because I don't remember the channel of the person that I'm following the pattern from, but it also is going to have like little, it's like that, and then like off the shoulder, or like somewhat, they're like cap sleeves, if you will. So I've been working on this for a hot minute. It is with the lemon stitch, which is just alternating single and double crochet. So it does take a hot minute to work up, which is a little bit annoying. So I've not been doing it as like much as some of my other projects, just because it takes way longer. Then we have several different of my own like ideas for tops, and they're two different sizes. So they all lace up exactly the same as the Lily top does, which is a crossover. The straps right here crossover once and then twice again, which you can't see super well, but know that it does. I can't really help you out there. So this one is a little blue one that is going to be going to my girlfriend. Yep, it's really hard to show these like when they're not on somebody's body. So there we have it. I'm not sure if I'll be able to get a picture of my girlfriend in it before I post this video. So, and it will not fit me. So you may just not see this on somebody, but it's really cute. And it's a bit different than the Lily top original pattern. It goes down a bit more and has more design, which I fuck with. And then yesterday I also toyed around with sizes and things like that. This one will probably go to my flatmate Holly, just because it is an extra small, and I will not in fact fit an extra small, and she will, so I do not mind at all, and I think she'd look really cute in it, so slay. But I did this yesterday while we attended a little conference about the philosophy of death and dying. Which sounds really grim, but it was quite interesting. So I'm just lacing it up so I can like hold it up a little bit better. This one, the band, oh god, these are just like so difficult to show because of the shaping without them being on a model. Okay, so general idea, same exact cup situation, and then the banding is a bit more fun. Got some modified shell stitches up in there, just to make it a bit more, I don't know, vibey. And then I've also started on a purple one. This is just, I've done this in like the last half an hour. Just like started one cup. Yep. And then the last project that I have started recently is also for my girlfriend. And it is going to be a sweater that is just a straight sweater that is navy and green. I think those are all of the things that I've either finished or started since apologies for this video being so long. I'm just really bad at actually getting around to editing stuff. I hope you enjoyed. Feel free to leave a like, a comment, anything. Subscribe if you feel like it. I will be posting more. And also let me know if you have any like video suggestions, because I kind of have started just like posting whatever I feel like posting. And I know that I started my channel talking about being an international student, and then I've not really done much about that recently, but it's okay. Let me know if y'all want me to talk about anything. I also do plan on doing a review of like my first 2 years at Edinburgh, because I have finished second year and I passed. Thank fuck. So yeah. Thank you so much for watching, and bye-bye.